All right, so
We live.
I'll be here in a minute, y'all. I'll be here in a mintte.
Take your time.
You
We
know,
live. Yes, we
Negroes will
live.
be. Yes, we live.
Um,
So whatever you gonna do, we gonna go ahead and do this intro real quick though. We'll be right back. Yeah, y'all like that, don't y'all?
That is dope.
Ah!
oh,
That's dope.
Ah!
that was
That's
cool.
why. That's why I was still getting
Where you get
ready
that picture at though?
off your
Where you
damn
get
Facebook because you wouldn't send it to me.
the hell?
You wouldn't send it to me. You being a nigga.
Looking like I just dropped my goddamn kids off to my ex-wife.
Shut up.
You know, you walk in the
Well,
door, mom be like, "How the babies? They good."
I
How
told
Patricia
you,
fuck that bitch.
I told you to send Ashley. Didn't I tell him to send me
You
a
did.
better picture? I
Yep.
said, send me a better picture. You wouldn't send it, so I went on your page and got one. Damn it!
What was wrong with the picture with me with my pinky up holding a goddamn wine glove?
It wasn't it blurry? It wasn't
Hell no,
centralized or
no,
nothing.
no.
It wasn't centralized or nothing.
You are what fucking centralized? No motherfucker, they know who I am.
Fuck. So, anyways, that intro is only temporary. It's temporary. All right. But we had to have something to give y'all. So, anyways, welcome to Naked to the Core. I'm Nunu. The
I'm
blank
at
space.
Hold on. First of all, go ahead
Lord
and do your intro,
Jesus.
Ashley, because I'm gonna come back in when I get on camera. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm having technical difficulties right now. But this your boy Ken Diesel, aka Ken the Gemini. You're welcome. Hashtag in front of that.
This is your girl Ash, and y'all gonna like me tonight. I'm got something a little special in my cup.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. And we are naked to the core. Let's get naked up in this mother. No, I'm just playing. This week's episode, we are going to be talking about accountability. Accountability.
Good one.
Yeah, that's something that the black folk don't really know too much about.
Whew.
Our community.
And we have several examples.
One being one that just happened the other day.
Mhm.
What y'all think about this Will Smith stuff?
You talking about that motherfucker getting slapped? You talking about that?
Yeah, what y'all think about that?
I feel like that's a long time coming. I mean, to me it really was not about the joke. That was just his built up frustration with the room. I mean, the memes, the jokes that been on the internet. Basically, him looking like a sucker with everything Jada been talking about, the damn red table, all of that. That was,
All that. All that.
and poor little Chris Rock. He just the one that had to get that slap on behalf of everybody, really.
Why did this thing start doing that?
I was about to ask you what was going on. Y'all see my camera still acting a little crazy?
Hmm.
I don't know what's going on, y'all. Today we having technical difficulties, but your boy is here.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, I mean to cut you off as you was talking and shit.
No, it was cool. No, I was just basically saying that Will just snapped, pretty much.
Um, I want to piggyback off what you were saying. Like I just felt like from talking to other individuals, and as y'all can tell, my the camera ain't matching my words, y'all. So bear with me, y'all. If you're drinking, if you're enjoying yourself, then laugh along. Okay. Uh, but yeah, after talking to some people and stuff about it, it was like a lot of people was feeling like that maybe there was more there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Prior to that, now as things have been starting to be released and stuff, you know, because we're seeing that stuff now. There was a snippet of Chris Rock. I don't know if he was hosting the Oscars still or whatever, but he made that comment or that joke of something about Jada Pinkett was trying to boycott
Oh
the
yeah.
the Oscars, and
Yep.
he was like, that is equivalent to me and Rihanna's panties. You wasn't invited. I wasn't invited. So it was like, damn, like when was that from? You know what I'm saying? So I felt like maybe there was some stuff that was prior to this incident happening. You know what I'm saying? So
Y'all, I'm sorry. This damn thing is, I don't know why it won't allow me to mute this, but okay.
So you just gonna fuck up the whole show, nigga? That's what you're gonna do?
I ain't fuck up the whole nothing, nigga. This is fucking naked to the core.
To the core.
And we is so good.
Okay.
Okay.
I wasn't talking at all. What the fuck? So
Excuse me.
Yeah. So I think there could be something prior going on with that. But then also, as you look at the clip, y'all, Will Smith was like laughing. So to me, I was like, I'm laughing at the joke. And then after I look over and see my wife is hurt by it, then oh shit, no, fuck that. Because if you looking at the whole thing, you see Will laughing, you see Jada roll her eyes. They cut back to the screen with Chris Brown. So with Chris Rock. And then immediately you see him walking up. So it was like did she whisper like, go get that nigga? And then
she ain't whisper nothing.
She probably didn't, but
he just looked over and seen how she was looking and just was like, let me make this right. Let me take care of this. Cause I mean, I don't know how, none of us know what the dynamics are in their household, but I just got a feeling that Will probably is dealing with some issues where he does kind of feel emasculated and feel that he has to kind of prove himself as being the protector and being the man, just based off of shit Jada then said her damn self. You know what I'm saying? On the red table and her obsession with Pac and the type of man that he was, which is the total opposite of what Will is.
Yeah.
And then, I feel like he's kind of feel like he got a bruise. I don't know.
I got you. Like
it was just more to it. It was a lot more to it than that damn Jane joke.
I agree with that. I mean,
yeah,
I see where you're coming from with that one. I mean, that kind of has a segue into our topic for tonight, where it's like accountability. Is it as a comedian? I mean, we know Chris Rock's a comedian, but the accountability for the. What was it?
Yeah.
I see
it keeps doing this whenever you start talking. Like it was just muted.
That kind of.
It was just muted. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was just muted.
This is gonna be an interesting ass episode, y'all. I don't think I got enough drink for this because I started thinking I'm hearing voices and shit. I'm a Gemini. I'm like, what did y'all say?
Okay, so go ahead, Ken.
So basically what I was saying, and let's just segue into our thing about being accountable, like accountability. Do we feel like, or does the community feel like that Chris Rock should be taking accountability for the joke he said, knowing that Jada has put out there that she's battling with this autoimmune disease, alopecia? Should Will be taking accountability for walking up on the damn stage and slapping his grown ass man?
He did take accountability. He already took accountability.
That's why I said that, because do you feel like it's genuine? The apology was genuine?
I feel like it was. And let me just go back a little bit, because y'all expressed y'all views on it and I didn't yet. But to what you were saying, Ashley, a lot of people have been saying, I've been seeing a lot of people say that, he's been feeling some type of way because of Jada making him feel embarrassed or emasculated or whatever. But I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure out when she did that, because at no point in time did they ever consider that they were cheating on each other, because they had an agreement of an open marriage, for number one. But number two, on their Red Table Talk episode, when they were talking about entanglements, they both said that during that time that she was messing with August, that they were separated. They were actually getting ready to get divorced.
Right.
So that part, I'm not understanding how she embarrassed him. And then she's not even the one who brought this information to light. August was the one who let this out. So if he never said anything, she wouldn't have had to follow up and do damage control.
Right.
Which was the whole point of that Red Table Talk episode. That was to do damage control from him letting that information out to the public.
Right.
And then there was another instance where people said there was another Red Table Talk episode where Jada, her mom, and Willow were sitting around the table and they were talking. And Jada supposedly was talking about their bedroom sexcapades or whatever. And I watched that whole episode and never saw that, never heard that information. She never said anything about that. So it's like, okay, we trying to make Jada out to be the bad guy, because we, for so long, men have felt like they've been treated unfair when it's come to infidelity and adultery and stuff, you know, but they want to, it's kind of like they want to use a woman as an example, and Jada's just catching that shit. Like she's the one paying for it. When in actuality, she hasn't done anything wrong, because they said it didn't happen during our marriage. We were separated and getting ready to, we were considering divorce.
Right.
Both of them said it. And Will has admitted that he had an entanglement during that time. But nobody's speaking about that.
Yeah, but see, remember when he said it as well, too, at that table, he said his biggest thing was, okay, all this shit happened, like you mentioned, all this shit happened because we know August not said something, we would have never known. But all this shit happened. And then remember, Will was like, but why now? Why bring this shit up now when this shit happened years ago? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Like what was the point of that? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was, and my thing was, how was people missing that? Like, yo, he literally sitting here letting y'all know with her that we went together. Because remember when they were talking, he looked at her while they were talking. He said, because remember around that time, I was through with you. And she said, yeah, you was done.
Exactly. Exactly my point.
Right. So
that's
for me, it was, if I want to put the blame on anybody, it's damn August, because the thing is, Will and Jada been doing their thing for years. It's been kind of rumored, but nothing was confirmed, because Will had his stable under control where they wasn't running their damn mouth. Whatever Jada was doing at the time, they wasn't running their mouth. And then here come her August, who thought some shit was going to go a different way, and then want to put it all out on the damn table.
Right. For what?
And then after that, they felt like they had to confront the issue because it was out. They had to basically let everybody know where they were coming from. And then after that, it was just like nobody stopped talking after that. It was like the Red Table, and I feel extremely bad for her. And it's because this particular instance from Sunday has rolled right back into the entanglement talk. Instead of like, can we keep it here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because this isn't the time to talk about the entanglement. That's a totally different issue. Just like what people saying, well, why you do this? Why you slap Chris and you ain't slap August? Why would he slap August when they already had that agreement? Like, they already had that understanding that, okay, we separated, we do whatever we want. You do you, I do me. So what the hell are you gonna slap him for? Right, exactly. It's, man,
like, this ain't that. But that goes back to the accountability part. because the black community doesn't believe in holding certain people accountable. Like I read something earlier today that said the only time that we hold black people accountable is when it's at the expense of a white person. I love white people. I love white people. I'm just gonna say that. But
yes, we do.
Because when Kanye jumped on the stage, when Taylor Swift had won Best Video, everybody down talked that man. Like they ridiculed him for the longest for that.
Mm-hmm.
So why is it different now? Because Chris Rock, okay, because he's a comedian. So we gonna give him that excuse that it's his job to ridicule people. We know that it's his job to be a comedian. It's your job to be funny, which I don't think he is.
Funny, but
I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't think he is, but yeah, we're not gonna use that and give him an excuse to talk about anybody, because if a white person gets up and makes a racist joke, we'll hold their ass accountable.
Oh.
Why can't we hold other people accountable that needs to be held accountable? He's being made to be the right person in this situation, when in actuality, I mean, people think that Will was wrong, but Chris was wrong too.
Right, for sure. Yeah, no, you're right. And I think like it stems back to what you were saying before, the previous issue where he was talking about Jada before. I think this was like back in 2016.
Yeah.
Supposedly Will had already had a conversation with that man about like, hey, cool it on my wife, cool it on my family. So he had already gave him a pre-warning. So for this to happen again these years later, Will like, man, I done told your ass. So right. People was like, Will didn't have to go up there and put his hands on him. He could have, like when he yelled in the audience, he could have just did that. But I guess Will could be thinking, I done already told this man. He ain't listening. I done told him. So now, like, hey, he got to feel it.
Hold on, Ashley. Yeah. Dude, she got a motherfucking Beyonce fan?
Who? Oh, do you? You
the fuck?
Drama?
I don't have a Beyonce fan.
And the motherfucking hair just flapping and shit.
Excuse me, I don't have a Beyonce fan. I have a Nunu fan.
Oh my God.
Okay. I'm sorry, Ashley. My bad. I seen that and I couldn't hold that in. Sorry.
Yeah, you can't let that slide.
You definitely can't let that slide. I said, is the motherfucking hair flapping in the wind? She inside.
Do you?
No, but the part where everybody's talking about Will, how he was laughing at the beginning of the joke. Mm-hmm. My thoughts about that is either he was still laughing, it was a lingering laugh from the prior joke, because he was talking about Will at first, or he probably, I don't think him and Jada, because they didn't really know that they were gonna be joked about in that, or that she was gonna be joked about in that manner. They probably didn't have the discussion before they left the house. Like, okay, so if he jokes about my hair, then we don't laugh about that. Like, I don't think they was on the same page, because Will probably thought that they could make light of it. Mm-hmm. And then when he looked at Jada and seen the hurt in her face, he was like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it was either or.
Right.
But it was one of them.
For sure. Definitely.
Yeah, so that just takes me back to say what I said before. I just wonder if the apology was genuine. Like, was it like an actual apology, or was it like your PR people like, yo, you need to address him by name? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
I think it was sincere.
Yeah.
Oh, so the comments pop up on the screen and shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I just made it show,
I'm just saying for real, and you know what, she's right about that. Some people do have awkward moments where it's that. But to him, like you just mentioned, he's like, he could have been laughing, thinking she laughing awkwardly too, and he turned over like, oh no, my baby mad. Nah.
Mm-hmm. Right, because it wasn't like a gut busting laugh, like it was just like okay, we out at the Oscars. Well, I'm gonna make light of this because we here at this event, but
Right.
looking at her like, oh, that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? This ain't the first time you done made my lady feel like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and some people just they have that impulse reaction. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people that are saying that he didn't apologize in enough time. But who is anybody to give a time limit on an apology?
Homie was out there living his best life. You feel me? After that party. After that.
I mean, he was, but you know, when that man got up on that stage and slapped the hell out that guy, and he didn't apologize. He didn't feel like he needed to include him in the apology at that moment, and that's fine.
I wouldn't have either.
Right, because you're still mad. Now that's when I feel like it wouldn't have been sincere.
It wouldn't have been genuine.
Hell no.
Right.
No, I just slapped the fuck out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I better not see you at the after party.
Right. Right.
Fuck you. Like, let me go home. Let me think about it. Let me see how she felt about it. Should I have punched him? Okay, you know, you got a question you got to ask. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. If he did that and then he immediately went there and did an acceptance speech and Chris, violence is not the answer. I'm so sorry. I'd have been like, okay, no, sir, no.
Right.
Because you should be mad. You should because his whole point was he upset. He protecting his wife.
Right.
Right.
We don't know what these individuals go through. Like I said before, we're not in their bedrooms, we're not in their households, and you have to also think about it as well too is they're humans as well. We have no idea what he's battling mentally, nothing like that. He a good ass actor, and I got what everybody was saying. They was like he can make them tears come up. I bet he can, but this man has snot running out his nose from crying. Like I don't know how they make that up. Like, goddamn, you got to really be a fucked up individual actor not to do some shit like that.
Right.
You know, but like I said before, when it comes back to our topic of being accountable, I don't know if the actual apology was genuine. I really felt like he thinks that, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have slapped your ass on camera, but I should have slapped your ass, period. You know?
I shouldn't have slapped Oscars.
I'm apologizing for smacking your ass for the whole world to see.
Right.
It should have been at that after party when I'm out there getting jiggy with it and singing along, and I turn around and jiggy this fucking hand on your fucking face. Damn.
Right. Yeah.
Because I was thinking to myself, I'm like, so it slapped the new punch, but I just don't know. And it's like I'll be for real. Like he got a big ass hand, though, I ain't gonna lie to you. But I was reading reports of stuff, and there was if I'm not mistaken, a reporter or something from CNN that was in the crowd. And her exact statement was, yeah, we were all just sitting there, and wow, you could really hear the slap. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but I just assume that's how she talked. But she was like, you could really hear that slap. But man, we could hear the slap through the TV. We felt that.
Yeah, for sure.
We felt that slap. But Will Smith is also smart. You know, he ain't about to punch the motherfucker. He would have got a totally different response had he went up there and punched him in his face.
Right.
He slapped this man and then sat down, keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth. But what he wanted to say at the end was like, keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth, bitch nigga. That's what he really wanted. That's what his face was saying. But and I heard it when every time he said it, I heard the bitch nigga afterwards, like bitch nigga. Do something. He said, keep my name in my mouth, and then Chris was like, I will. Yeah. You will or you won't. You know what I'm saying? But no, for real though. Like, I mean, seriously, like, you know what I mean? It's that. So now, do you think that the Oscars, like the people with that, or you think they're going to get involved with this?
They are. They launched it. They said they launched an investigation.
Right.
Oh, I thought they said that they were only going to do that if Chris wanted to proceed with charges, but he did not.
They said that they were they're going to, because they don't condone acts of violence, they are launching an investigation on it.
Okay.
I don't know what they're gonna do as a result. I'm hoping that they don't take that award back because that award was earned. You know
prior
what I'm
to
saying?
the incident. Prior to the incident.
That award was definitely earned. So let them keep that. But I don't know. Maybe don't allow them to the Oscars next year. Like, ain't nobody gonna,
Right.
That I'm
If
pretty
Andy
sure.
Cohen, if Andy Cohen can get drunk as hell on national TV on New Year's Eve and be all going crazy, they gonna let Chris ass back. Now I know I'm probably gonna have some viewers out there like, cause that's a white man, it's a black man, but trust me, they gonna let Chris ass back. Now, as far as Will, that might have been your first and your last Oscar, brother.
Yeah, now they're gonna let Chris back for real. Now Will,
Cause he the victim.
He's the victim, so to speak, or whatnot.
Yeah.
Willard, I don't know about Willard.
Not Willard.
Is that middle name really? What is it? Is it Carol? They said something Willard. I seen some shit on Facebook. I didn't research it to see what his real middle name was.
But do that to him. He couldn't be William. He had to be Willard.
Willard.
His
like,
wait.
Like that's some like what?
His real name is Willard.
Willard, yeah.
I hate y'all.
Are we sure?
I hate
Hold on.
y'all
Are we
for
sure?
letting-
Where my phone at?
I hate y'all for telling me that.
Hold on. Where my phone at? Are we sure? Because I want to make sure that we ain't giving out no false information out here.
I hate y'all for telling me that.
Will Smith real name.
It's definitely Willard.
Hi, sister. My sister on here. Hi, sis.
Yeah, she's not lying. Yup, it's Willard Carroll Smith Jr. Y'all probably can't see that shit. No, y'all can't see that shit.
He's a junior.
Oh, he's a junior. That's why I got
I don't know what's going on with my motherfucking shit tonight, but yeah. So, because I thought it was his granddaddy name at first. Willard, goddamn daddy. How old was they when they had him? Because Willard, I'm just saying, a name like Willard, you just assume that. Oh, hold on. What she say? That's his real name. Oh, it is his real name. Okay, I'm just saying. But Willard, you just picture like this man, older man, like that, wear some overalls, a flannel t-shirt, and be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, like milking the goats and shit.
Don't say somebody that live on a farm.
I feel bad for Will. Like, everybody done him wrong. Like, damn, Willard. It started with his mama. She ain't have to name him after that man.
That's his daddy's son.
Oh. His daddy said, "Bitch, you got that."
You gonna name him after me, goddamn.
Look, I be knowing.
Name him after me.
Any type of young dude is a junior. I be knowing if they name Ernest, if they name Lucius. If they name,
real niggas with Lucius named Lucius.
Yes, I do. I do.
You said you used to fuck with a Lucius.
No, I ain't never fucked with a
Lucius.
Lucius.
I said what?
But
I was about to say let's switch the topic on that.
He don't go by Lucius though. He don't. My homeboy. He don't go by Lucius.
What do he go by?
They really named him Lucius.
Yeah, his name. He goes by Reggie.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm serious.
Wow. And y'all gonna find out about me. I don't judge nobody, but I do get shocked by shit a lot. And I'm shocked that there's a real person by the name of Lucius and not some motherfucker that's on a show called Empire. I cannot believe it. You talking about you was in shock about the Willard. I'm in shock about fucking Lucius.
There's plenty of people named Lucius.
Oh, in Alabama, they all in the same goddamn family.
Listen, and dude that I went to school with named Lucius had all the hoes. He had all the hoes.
See, that's number 2.
He had all the hoes. Yeah, everybody loved Lucius.
I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry. I didn't even know.
And he had 2 kids, and we was in middle school.
Well, I know niggas like that, but they wasn't named Lucius. They was named Tay, Quan, and them niggas. They wasn't named Lucius. Fuck.
Lucius was popping.
We see. He having fucking goddamn kids in middle school. Fuck. Right. I don't understand. Hold on. She said I don't talk about nobody name. We do. The fuck.
It It ain't no boundaries
Let
here.
me had known.
Ain't no boundaries. This is naked to the core.
Yeah. Hold on. She said, "Come here, Willard. I'm weak.
Ah! Excuse me, Big Willie style.
I'm weak. Willard on that ass. That's some funny shit. Okay. That's hilarious. I cannot believe that Lucius, a real nigga. Like I think that was a real person, a real nigga named Lucius. What was his last? No, don't tell me his last. Don't say his last name. We gonna get sued. But yeah, Lucius though. Lucius.
If I told you his last name, you would be weak, but I ain't gonna do it.
What? Oh man, now I want to know.
You gotta tell. Hold on. You gotta tell us out offline because we can't do that.
I said I'm gonna tell y'all later.
Yeah, because we ain't about to. Because then you got niggas out there trying to fight and shit, and I don't like sweating.
Crystal, I ain't even gonna put you out there. I ain't gonna tell nobody what your damn name is, ma'am.
Well,
I'm not gonna tell nobody your whole name, ma'am.
That's the mother to my oldest nephew, so I definitely know.
That's Crystal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot we all tied together.
I mean, I'm just saying there's 6 degrees of separation. It's crazy.
I forgot.
But yeah, that's just crazy. So, okay, so more into our talk about accountability. Because we are at the half.
Somebody need to be accountable for these names. Somebody be accountable.
Now that's it, because I really want to know, and I'm being 100. If that dude Lucius, ever end up watching the show, Lucius, we ain't talking about you directly no more. It's your name now.
Lucius,
What goes to a parent's mind when they name a child a very, and I want to say this correctly, unique name. Like I'm being for real. Okay, like for instance, and she's one of my friends on Facebook. I met her when I lived in Alaska. I hope she don't take this the wrong way because I'm not meaning anything by this whatsoever.
Did you live in Alaska?
Don't worry about that motherfucker. I was in it for 2 years, Anchorage, Alaska, for 2 years.
Wait, where was I at in that lifetime?
This was in 93, 94. I didn't even know your ass yet.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, but I can't call her a friend, but like I said before, she's now a Facebook friend, but she was a friend at that moment when I was younger. You know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Because but why not? You know what? Why not? Hey, her name is Doug Lika. We're not about to go in on her. I just want to know, like, when we have unique names like that, like.
So her dad's name was Doug, basically.
I believe Douglas.
Douglas.
I don't know the mother's name. Like, I have a cousin whose name is Antonisha. Like, her father's name is Antoine, I believe, or Anthony. Like Antonisha. Nothing wrong with that. I used to go to school with a girl. Her name was Listeria. Like real deal, Listeria. Like Listerine would take the Listerine with the E off, put an A. Yeah, Listeria.
And to think, I always wanted my parents to name me like kind of a unique name because Ashley is as basic as it gets.
Why not saying no baby's name Ashley?
You know what?
We came out the womb grown ass women.
But that's true though. No. I went to school. I went to like elementary school with some Ashleys. I did.
Listen,
but they came into the world at that age.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, you right though, because they know baby's name Ashley. You right.
Look at Ashley.
You right. Hold on, I got another thing for you. Have you ever met a fucking baby named Keisha? Never. They popped out in 9th grade. Like real talk. Like I ain't never met a Keisha. I ain't never went to elementary with a Keisha.
I went to elementary with a Keisha.
The Keishas I know, I'm girls, women. I met them. I'll say those, but I met your motherfuckers.
What baby named Trina.
Right. Fuck, you right. Katrina. What's her name? Katrina, bitch. Why is she in her underclothes? She's
like Shirley, baby Shirley.
hey, that's what I'm saying. Hold on.
Baby
Hold
Shirley.
on. Brenda, you will never meet a baby Brenda.
But you know a Brenda that's got a baby though.
All day long. Oh, like she said, a Deborah. I ain't never met a child.
Now, Deborah is a grown woman name. Deborah.
Right. I'm trying to think of some other ones. Hold on. You ain't never met a child named Michelle? Never.
Michelle?
Every Michelle I know is an auntie.
Yeah, I knew a child named Michelle. Not right now, but when I was in school.
Okay.
I ain't meet a Michelle until high school, for real.
I'm just saying, like this. That's just some. I don't understand, like just some of that. But I'll be wondering, you know, like sometimes, like what goes through y'all mind, like for when y'all sitting there trying to make up make this name for this child that y'all created and y'all love. You know what I'm saying?
Like hold the baby in your arms for the first time. Look at that baby, and
be like, oh, look at little Gerald. Look what?
Yeah.
Gerald gonna kick your ass if he ever see this. You know that, right?
He's definitely gonna see this, and he's gonna be like, "Bitch, nigga, what?" Like, what you talking
Gerald
about?
and Keisha, his sister Keisha.
Oh, Keish.
I like Keisha. Every Keisha who was there.
Let's be fair, Keish. I didn't meet you to win motherfucking high school. Let's be fair. But I'm telling you, for real, like, you know, like all that. I mean, it's just a lot of different names out there that I'll be thinking, but I ain't gonna lie, Listeria took the cake. I was like, Listeria.
Yeah, Listeria.
And I was just thinking to myself, I said, how you spell that shit, girl? And you take the I out, replace it with a Y, and take out the E and replace it with an A.
That's true. She said they have nicknames until they get of age to use their name. That's true.
I know. How many motherfuckers y'all done seen on Facebook? Now we went to school and we called this motherfucker Black, and this nigga real name was fucking Ernestine Weston and shit. Who the fuck?
All the hood niggas got them type of names. For real.
I'm telling you.
One I had to call them D Money. They name what's the D name?
Donald.
Right.
Donald. Donald.
Or be like, shit, nigga, real name Tracy.
Right. It just be getting too much. Like, you
right.
know, your baby gotta learn.
Right. The name is goddamn.
How to spell their name and all of they don't be taking nothing into consideration for their child.
The name is goddamn.
Yeah.
The name is goddamn child Quintasha because the daddy named Quentin and the mama named Tasha. No. Okay, we get it. Y'all in love. We get it. All right. Okay.
Right.
For the rest of my life, because y'all in love. No. God damn it. Quintasha. Quintasha, get the fuck out of here.
By the time the baby turned 1, the parents don't even get along. Can't even be at the same birthday party. And you done named me after both of y'all.
Right. I don't want my child having no name where they teacher got to be like,
Crystal said.
My son about to outgrow his name. He need an older name now. No, the fuck he don't. Deontay is old enough. Deontay is fucking old enough.
Yeah.
He don't need no new name. He good. Nah, he good. I'm just saying, like, for real though. Like, I mean, I don't want my child having no fucking name where the teacher got to be like, and how do I pronounce that? No. Because I'm gonna tell her ass, use your syllables. Use your syllables like you do with kids. Use your syllables. Sound it out. For real. Quinn, say it with me. Quintasha. Quintasha. Hold on. She said, yeah, because Dasha.
Shayla. Hold on, that's my name. Shayla.
Shayla. That say douche. Douche-alaya. Douche-walla.
Boy, if you don't get my motherfucking niece name right, I know something. It's Shayla.
Douche-walla.
Oh man.
So that's a prime example right there, niece.
Leave my niece alone.
I'm just saying.
No, somebody sent me a request to do their makeup. I'm trying to find her name because I was like, what? I am not doing your.
You're not gonna get that bag because of her name?
No, she actually ended up choosing somebody else anyway. So.
Oh, okay. Because you can't be doing nobody makeup and laughing in their face because they name crazy.
Right.
She had to choose somebody else because I was supposed to be going out of town this weekend, but
so that's a lack of accountability right there, you know.
Shut the fuck up, Ken.
I'm just saying. So, like we were talking about before, I mean, to keep our topic in hand of what we're talking about with lack of accountability, that's something that I've been working on with myself. You know, like lately, just kind of making sure that I'm accountable for my reactions.
Here it is. I'm sorry, what? Ken. I gotta say this.
What?
It's Art Quisha.
Okay.
Art Quisha.
So her father's name was probably Arthur. And because I mean, from that name, or maybe her mom was an artiste. But I'm thinking of maybe Bone Quisha, Ty Quisha, Love Quisha, and maybe they put that together. You know, and she probably, like, her mom probably tells her all the time, like, you know, like, girl, me and your daddy was so in love. Like, we know.
We know.
You can tell by the name.
We know.
You can definitely tell by the name.
That's crazy. But since you cut me off, I don't want to talk anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So accountability. So
I was going to share something really, really deep about myself, but fuck it now.
Well, we want to hear.
No. I had a rhythm going. Oh, I found it. I'm sorry, kid. Goddamn Arquisha. You gonna interrupt me? You gonna let Arquisha interrupt me while I was trying to be deep?
Nigga, just say what you was gonna say.
Okay. No, but on some real shit, y'all. What I was talking about was with accountability. That's something that I'm working on with myself, like being accountable for my reactions. Because I can't not control anyone else's actions, but I can control how I react to situations. And you have to hold yourself accountable for that. You know, if you're in a situation to where you need to remain professional, you need to make sure that you're having them talk to yourself and saying, like, hey, I need to do that. It's just always trying to make sure you are thinking before you react to any situation. And my current position I have in my job, it makes me be like that, because you have to always think about how you're going to respond and what you're going to do next. You can't just be flipping out on somebody or flipping out on a rep and, you know, stuff like that. It has to be, okay, let me process this and then let me respond, because I, for so long, have grown up being reactive. Just something happens, I'm just reactive, you know what I'm saying, immediately. You know what I'm saying, going from 0 to 100. And it's always cool to be like, oh, that's just me, that's in my bloodline, that's how we is, you know, stuff like that. But that's not always acceptable. You can't always come into a situation saying, like, oh, that's me and that's how it's going to be. I saw something probably last year that I try to continue doing, which is not making a statement of, oh, that's just me. If I feel and agree that this is something that needs to be changed or worked on, my response is, okay, let me work on that. Not that, oh, that's who it is, that's who I am, but motherfucker, you know, like, nah, like, okay, you're feeling a certain type of way when I do this. Okay, let me work on that. Because at the same time, you can also be who you are. But like how I am, I don't give a fuck how you are. I'm going to also let you know how you're going to respect me, though, or how you're going to, you know, converse with me. You know what I'm saying? I used to all sometimes like, well, motherfucker, you like the way I talk to you? Fuck it, is what it is. No, you know what? This person does not like when I talk to them that way. I have been around female friends, you know what I'm saying? Because I know that with me, it's a word of endearment, or we're just saying it. And a lot of people don't take no offense to it, and that's cool. But there has been female was like, you know what? That word bitch, I don't want you calling me that. I got you. And I need to be aware with you that don't slip out. I got you. So like I said before, to come back full circle is being accountable for my actions and my reactions. A lot of the time, my reactions, you know. I'm very passionate. I'm very overprotective when it comes to the people I love and I care about. So if they're telling me something that I don't agree with, or I feel like that shouldn't do it because I'm protective of them, my opinion or my response can come off to be sometimes judgmental. And after a close friend had brought it to my attention, it made me start having to self-evaluate. It was just like, okay, well, damn, you know what? You don't talk to me about that, like, no more. Like, what's going on? And it literally was like, you know why? Because every time I do, you got something to say. Like, okay, I get it. Like, I got it. So that is me being accountable. Like, okay, hey, I know I feel a certain way, but I don't always have to speak. If you're talking to me, I need to ask you. So in this situation right now, what do you need from me? Not just giving you opinion or being quiet. No, what you need from me. Do you need me to just listen? Or do you want feedback from me as you talk to me with the situation as well too? So that I can just be like, all right, right now they don't need me to commentate. They just want me to sit here and listen to what they got to say.
Right.
In the same sense, and I'm gonna let y'all start talking. In the same sense though, I'm not a yes person. I want to have you allow, but I'm also one of these things. If I love you and you come to me talking about the same exact thing, it don't always have to be negative, but I'm talking about in a negative sense, and we're talking about this all the time, but you ain't changing nothing, I'm that guy or that friend, I'm gonna be like, okay, look, motherfucker, you can't, if you ain't gonna fucking take the advice that you asking for and shit like that, we ain't gonna talk about you ain't gonna continue with me going through this situation, expecting a different result, but doing the same shit.
Right.
No, we ain't about to do that. So when you want to talk about situation again, we need to have a different outcome to be talking about. Because if that was me, I would not want somebody to, do it to me. Like, nah, motherfucker, like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Get your shit together, or you gotta, go this way. But for me to continue coming to you with a problem all the time, it's the same one, but no actions are being taken to change the different course or route. Now, then at that moment, I do speak on that. And God ain't done with me yet. He know my heart, but I'm working on that one, ladies and gentlemen. But that is my piece on that. I want to give it to one of you young ladies. Why is it like I'm back in the background, like dancing with Jodeci and shit? Like,
how you gonna give it to us and then keep talking?
My bad.
No, so my take on accountability. I mean, I think differently, not different from what you just said, because I agree with most of what you said, mostly everything what you said. But my take on accountability is when you learn to be accountable for the shit that you do, whether it be good or bad, it's almost like you learn a lesson so you advance to the next level. You know what I'm saying? When you don't take accountability for the things that you do, like for example, using that excuse, oh, that's just the way that I am. I always been that way. I'm set in my ways. You can use that as an excuse to continue to be who you are, but you're not being accountable. You know what I'm saying? So if you continue to do the things that you've been doing, they're not going to get you a better result. Like, it's not going to help you to advance to that new level. That's almost like if you are playing a game and you keep like you like Mario, and you keep doing the same thing on the same part and you keep dying, and you like, well, why the hell I ain't moving past this tunnel right here? Because you keep doing the same shit and getting the same result. So in order to learn your lessons, you have to be accountable for the shit that you do. Like, a lot of the times people in relationships, they blame everybody else. Man, he cheated. She cheated. or you know what I'm saying, they abused me physically, or they have been, which is never, I'm not condoning physical abuse or any abuse of any kind, but it's certain things, like everybody they play a part in the failure of situations that have failed. Everybody. So if you don't own your part in it, you're going to keep attracting the same type of person. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be accountable for your part in the failure of your situations or relationships in order to get a different result. That's my take on it.
For sure. I think with me, accountability became easier the more I matured, and realizing like dealing with situations like relationships and actually putting that value on people and really saying, hey, is it more important for me to be right, and potentially lose this person on that I do need to take some accountability. Part of it is my fault. So it's became easier for me to take accountability and say, hey, I was wrong. This is what I need to do different. This is what I need to change. My whole thing is what I've decided is I can't deal with anybody else who can't do like I can and take accountability. They refuse to take accountability on their end. It's always my fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm not perfect, and I'll say, like, this is what I did. This is where I was wrong. This is what I'm going to work on. But if it's just with you perfect. You ain't do nothing. It's just all on me. I got to work everything.
Right.
That's why I'm like, I don't want to deal with anybody, a friend, anybody I'm trying to be in a relationship with, family that refuses to take accountability for anything.
Exactly.
That's the ultimate toxic issue right there. I'm like, I don't need that in my life at this time, especially when I'm putting the work in to try to better myself and make sure I'm accountable. They ain't gonna do nothing but take me back down, and then
exactly, and get you in the same, you will have the same result as I was just saying. Like you just won't, you won't never advance. You will never have that better result in the end, because you become a product of your environment, and that includes who you surround yourself with.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I mean, being accountable, it's a lot that goes into it, and it does come with a level of maturity, because if you aren't mature enough to say, you know what, I was wrong in that instance, if you're not mature enough to do that, you're gonna always see the same results. You're gonna always get the same results.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I mean, I agree with what Crystal said too. You shouldn't have to babysit people's feelings all the time, and people are just sensitive. Yeah, a lot of the times they are, but when it comes to being accountable, you know what I'm saying? You have to learn your wrongdoings. It's because it's not always what you say, it's how you say it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you talk to people, like Ken was saying, like you can say something and it could come off as really aggressive. Like, why you so aggressive? But you mean well, but it's aggressive. It comes off aggressive. It comes off like you judging me, like you critiquing me. Why? And I don't want to even come to you no more. I don't want to talk to you about nothing no more, because you are the way that you are. And that's not me being sensitive. It's that energy that I get off of you ain't what I'm looking for. I don't need that energy. You can, like I said, you can say whatever. It's the projection in what you're saying and how you're saying it. Yeah. That makes the difference in everything.
Right. Because some people, depending on your approach, if you come in, like you said, aggressive, they'll tune you out immediately. Yep. Even if you have good stuff to say, just your whole approach and how you coming at them is just like, all right, you ain't about to say nothing I want to hear.
Right. And it will cause people to shut down. Like some people will shut down.
For sure. Yeah.
Because I know that's me. If I come to with my dude, if I say something to him and it turns into something that it ain't supposed to turn into, I'm like, you know what, I'm cool. I'm cool. I don't want to talk about it no more.
Right.
I mean,
and that
that's just
leads to
what it
something else.
is. Right.
Mhm.
And I mean, hey. But I mean, it's all in it's all in how you say whatever you say. You can tell somebody that they're a moron without making them feel like a moron.
The perfect phrase. That couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
Right.
Mm-mm.
I mean, 'cause people do it all the time. They do it in jokingly ways. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody be like, man, you an asshole. You ain't gonna take it versus you a fucking asshole. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a difference.
Right.
It's a difference.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Accountability is the word of the day, and it's brought to you by the letter A. No, I'm just playing.
Whoa. I was ready.
You was ready?
No, I wasn't, but
Okay.
yeah.
Fuck you.
For real, I was like, okay, that's where we're going with this. Okay, cool. Let's go.
Yo, so I mean, we got to learn to be. We really in our community, we got to learn to be accountable for, and we have to hold other people accountable. We really have to hold other people accountable for the shit that they do, because if you don't, they're gonna feel like it's okay to do it. You know what I'm saying? Just like we was talking about last week with Kanye, people enable you to do things, and you feel like it's cool to do it because all these people over here, they saying I'm right. But nigga, you ain't right though. You're not right.
Yeah.
So was Will right to slap that motherfucker?
I'm not gonna say he was right to slap him because I don't condone violence anymore. I feel like he was right.
Okay, now she said anymore. Y'all heard that, right? She said anymore.
Yeah, because they know. Anybody that know me know I used to fight. Okay. I used to fight. I ain't into that shit no more though.
He has been delivered.
I feel like it's
leveled up.
Yes, I've been delivered.
Yeah.
It's like,
I
froze up.
Say I understand. That's what I'm gonna say about that situation.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
That's what I was saying. Like, I don't feel okay. So, not necessarily saying that he was right to slap him, even though I feel like Chris deserved that shit. But and I feel like it was a long time coming. But I feel like Will was right in defending his wife.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was absolutely right in defending his wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta defend your significant other. You can't let that, right? You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop that shit. Like I said before, I don't know if my first initial reaction would have been to walk up on stage and slap that nigga, but something definitely would have happened. Like, you just can't, like, you talk, well, hold on, whoa, like, cause somebody said on the internet, they were like, you have no idea what maybe even he goes through. Like, you know, them nights when they at home and he got to console her because she has this immune thing and her hair is falling out and stuff. You know, you don't know, like, in that right there could just like struck a chord. It could have been. And my thing about it is too, I just feel like sometimes it is those type of comedians, they run in a small circle, and it's like there could have been another joke. It could have been an entanglement joke. It could have been something. It could have been something. It could have been a Jada Pinkett's history when it comes to movies. That it could have been anything, but I just felt like maybe that one. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of people were on there talking about, well, if it was this comedian or that comedian, they wouldn't have hesitated. I don't think that they would have been like that. I know that they're sometimes, quote unquote, a comedian are insensitive to aren't sensitive to sensitive situations, but I don't think that with like Jada, like, or you know, something like a couple. I don't think that they would have went with that joke.
I don't think so either. I don't think they would have went into that territory. You know what I'm saying? That I honestly, and then if it was another comedian who said something that or said what he said, you got to remember where Will comes from and why he was sent to Bel Air in the first fucking place. Like that's in him. I don't know what people make it like he's corny because of his rapping style, and you can't base that shit off of that.
No, you can't.
And then also another thing,
This nigga played Muhammad Ali.
Whole movie for Ali.
I was saying,
he ain't learn a thing or two?
Muhammad Ali.
You think he ain't learn a thing or two from that?
Yeah.
Nah, for real. Willard got the hands. Willard do.
Willard definitely got the hand. Willard do. And don't let the name fool you.
Willard C. Smith.
Don't let the motherfucking name fool you.
I'm sorry, Junior.
Junior.
The fuck?
No, but back to what you were saying about what you read on the internet. You know how insecure this lady was, and then for her to like, they actually, I don't know what all was said to her by her family to get her to that comfortable zone where she can go out in the public and be comfortable with herself, but it's still fresh. And he could have, Chris could have really undone some work right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? He could have really undone some shit. Like, nigga, I just worked, me, my daughter, my son, we just worked our ass off to make this lady feel comfortable enough to come out here. And here you go, making a joke about her damn condition, and here that I gotta go home and try to make her comfortable again. You already did the work that I done did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It's
absolutely. I definitely it is. It's kind of crazy with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And I agree with Crystal too. I don't think he was right. I don't think he was wrong. My thing is this. I understand why I understand where that could have came from, why he acted that way. He has admitted the outcome he didn't feel like should have been the way he did. That was, I feel like, truly, and I don't feel like you have to be a husband to know that, but I'm in a fucking relationship. You know what I'm saying? I know I love this motherfucker, and I know that if I look over and this motherfucker hurting off of something this motherfucker just said, I'm going to react.
Right.
Because I'm protective too. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like I'm going to react like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes we do stuff on impulse. Like I said before, I know for a fact that Will Smith didn't walk out his goddamn door and was like, when we get there tonight, I'm slapping the fuck out of Chris Rock. I don't believe that, you know. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, I don't think that was the case. So, yeah, we all human. But, like, a lot of people, especially a lot of women that I've seen have said, is y'all saying all this stuff and doing all this stuff, but if that had been your wife, what would you have done?
They don't know what they would have done because that wasn't
nobody does. Will, I forgot what celebrity was on Instagram. I forgot which one, but some celebrity they was like, man, Will didn't even know what he was gonna do in that moment.
Probably. Yeah.
So we have an apology out there where it's showing that he's taking accountability. I just hope everything else goes well. I would hate for him to lose that Oscar that he worked extremely hard. Because if you tell me, this is definitely past due. The Pursuit of Happiness, I thought he would have got one with that.
He deserved
that shit was fucking crazy. Me and homies talk about that all the time.
Good movies.
Right. Me and homies talk about that all the time. That was crazy, that scene where he was in the bathroom with his son and that motherfucker broke down after his son was asleep. That's man, I'm telling you, that's crazy. Like, everybody knows Will Smith is a wonderful fucking actor. Yeah, and I just feel like it was past due, but I just hope that nothing happens, that they try to do any bullshit and try to take this away from him. Because like Nisi mentioned earlier, this award was already granted to you prior to you coming down and receiving it.
And it's not just going to him. Yeah. It's going to everybody that was involved behind the movie. Yeah. This was for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
I forgot. Yeah, they all get that. I forgot. You're right. So it's just, come on, like, it's just, I'm just hoping for that. But I ain't gonna talk everybody's head off for the rest of the day. I see that we have hit our mark. Ladies, I feel like it was another successful night, minus my damn technical difficulties with this camera. I don't know what's going on, y'all, but we're gonna be back like cook crack next week, back in action like it was the first time.
And thank you to all of our viewers, live and afterwards. We appreciate.
Thank you to the people that was commenting and stuff. You
Right.
know,
Oh,
right. This is what I told you, Crystal.
Mhm.
I told you this is what we're looking for. Thank you so much to my sister for commenting. Thank you for to you, Crystal, for commenting. Like, this has been a great episode, and I feel like we are going to get even greater.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't
So
wait.
if y'all haven't already done so on YouTube, like and subscribe so you can get our notifications when we go live.
Absolutely. And I just can't wait for our first show that we all do together, like us three in the same space.
Shit.
That's gonna be amazing. If you guys can already see how our energy bounces off of each other, not even being in the same area. Imagine the shows that we do when we're all together. It's just gonna be crazy. Of course, coming up, future shows, we're gonna have guests come on and talk about stuff. I already have people hit me up. I don't know if y'all do, but being like, yo, I want to be a guest on there. And when I be a guest on the show, it got to be a hot topic. And I'm like, every topic we do is hot. But of course, the ones that we do with special guests is going to be spicy. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait. Like I said before, this is a forum that we are trying to build for, like I say, people in the Black community, people of the culture, period, and just really pulling those layers back on that onion that we call a wall that we have in this Black community of like not touching on certain topics and stuff being, taboo. Or we don't talk about that. No, we need to talk about that because we need to start changing these cycles, these generational cycles that we have. It's okay for people to talk about things. It's okay to express your feelings. It don't make you less than a man. It don't make you less than a human being to express that. It's okay to feel safe around people that you care about and you love, and being able to be vulnerable and not being judged for that.
Right. And this is the type that we definitely trying to create, that type of space where it's comfortable for men and women of our race to feel comfortable enough sharing and engaging in those types of conversations, because they can be very uncomfortable to have, so we just want to make this the sacred space right here.
Yeah,
we want to get naked.
I think that's what's going to set us aside from, because now, I mean, everybody's kind of getting into the podcast wave for real. Every time I get on Facebook, I see, more and more people are doing the podcast thing. But I think that's what's going to set us aside is we naked to the core. We're going to get to the core. Like, we're going to go where people afraid to go.
Right. And hold people accountable.
Yep.
So again, thank everybody for watching our show, and we will be back next Tuesday. We're gonna talk about this Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez situation, because that's coming up next week, right here, same place, same time. Come back and get naked with us. You know what I'm saying? That's the end of the show. Thank you.
Okay, we out.